Z really the worst generation? Hi guys and welcome once again. So in today's episode we will be looking at a generation from 1996 to 2010 which is roughly known as Generation Z. And this generation is a very hated generation while also it is one of the best generations. Let's start. On my 50th episode, I'm going to have a Q&A regarding various topics. So yes, you have to ask me any question in the comment section and I'm going to answer faith, study, anything. First problem which surrounds the Gen Z is mental health. So mental health is an extremely important thing in today's society and it needs to be addressed properly. Many Gen Zers, only 15% of the Gen Zers are mentally healthy, unlike 52% of millennials being mentally healthy. So many Gen Z people suffer from some mental problems like anxiety, depression, suicidal thoughts, etc. And many a times the solutions which people tell are wrong. So mental health, we should take care of it and we should go to a trusted therapy. I highly recommend BetterHelp Counseling, which is a very good platform. And we should the causes of mental health are probably due to parental pressure, different worldviews, or climate anxiety, the protests. Second problem is the rising unemployment. In India, over 20% of the graduates are unemployed, and out of those, 85% people are youth, either Gen Z or millennials, and this is a problem. Since Gen Z started working after the COVID-19 lockdowns, when the education given was online and also incomplete, many Gen Zers are lacking in some sort of skill or the other. One study found out that many Gen Zers don't know to write even a simple email. And Gen Z should have to learn employment skills, mutual funds and all those stock concepts, etc. Third problem, which is not so problematic but which should be talked about, is activism. Many of the Gen Zers, including me, are involved in some sort of activism or the other, like the Israel-Palestine war protest or climate protest or LGBTQ protest or the feminism protest. And these things are very controversial. The problem is that Gen Z easily believe in the lies, immediately when someone tells on social media, Gen Z immediately believe that. And yes, those things make Gen Z worry a lot about those things. I think that activism is a good thing, but believing in the fake news or doing something haphazard is wrong. This is the most important problem which Gen Z face. The misguidance of the Gen Z people. Firstly, we will talk about social media. So, Gen Z was born at a time when social media was born and was somewhat popular. As they become teenage and youth, then the advent of social media got increased. You won't find a single Gen Z, at least in the city, who doesn't have a social media account. At least a WhatsApp account is required. And Gen Z, including me, spend a lot of time on social media, at least 8 to 9 hours on social media, and that is causing mental health problems, fights, tensions of mental health or family, and also problems like brain tumor, blindness, etc. And because of social media, there are two more problems. Firstly is that the inferiority or the superiority complex. Many Gen Z people, when they see the accounts of people who are living a luxurious lifestyle, having cars, having those dresses, partying, enjoying, we feel little inferior, or we are less than enough, or we are unlucky. And also sometimes we get a superiority complex, which often leads to pride and the breaking of relationships. See, no one is perfect. Our lives are not perfect. Sometimes those influencers are faking, or they get things from rent or from their friends. So yes, everyone has some sort of problem which they are battling through. Secondly, is that many Gen Z are fed into instant gratification, and because they want instant solutions. And sometimes it goes so far that Gen Z indulge in lot of explicit content, OnlyFans, con accounts, which poses a significant damage to their life and to their health. Also, another problem is relationships. Many a times Gen Z people are like failing to create proper stable relationships with their parents, with their friends, because of conflictual disputes, because of overthinking. And with romantic relationships, like there is a normalization of polyamory, LGBTQ, and hookup culture, which is actually like a problem. 29% of Gen Zers identify as LGBTQ. And yes, there is a huge amount of the normalization of hookup cultures and cohabitions. And yes, this is actually like Gen Z are less committed towards marriage, towards family. And this is a problem. As with any generation, there are good things and bad things. With Gen Z also there are many good things. The first thing is that despite very few amount of Gen Zers being religious, now Gen Z are slowly becoming more religious. No matter what their religion or their culture, they are embracing their roots a lot, which is a good thing. The second thing is that the Gen Z people are usually very open minded compared to the past generations and also the future generations like Gen Alpha or the iPad kids. Millennials and Gen Zers are the most progressive generations, and I'm proud that I am a part of this generation. The third thing is that Gen Zers have a lot of creative ideas, and instead of that same bookish knowledge, Gen Zers are focusing on more important milestones like researches, like various courses, or developing actual skills or entrepreneurship. Like Gen Zers are developing an entrepreneurial mindset, which is actually a good sign.
There are many good examples of famous Gen Zers.
Fourth thing is that Gen Zers are becoming aware of different things, and they are spreading awareness. So yes, spreading awareness in a wholesome manner with the practical solutions are very essential to our society, and I believe that Gen Z can contribute a lot to the society. You have been given a spirit of sound mind, so use your gifts in order to make a better world. Thank you guys for watching this episode. Hope you get an insight on Gen Z. We will rock.